I hope I'm on, everyone. I've been trying for a while to connect via Facebook Live and it just hasn't happened. So here I am. Welcome to the COVID-19 edition of our online classes, Julia, Patchoulia, Schoolia. And about a month ago, when I was asking what I should teach about, the class that I actually was picked was immune system health, which was very topical, but lavender essential oil was also quite popular, and so that's what I'm teaching tonight. So I have created for you a package here with recipes so that you don't have to furiously be writing things down as I read things off. You can just donate. It's free. You don't have to donate anything. Download this. It's just a PDF on my Google Drive, and the link is in the description. So you can just download it, follow along, and try out the new recipes. I'm going to be making 2 new recipes that I've actually never made before, and so I hopefully have all the stuff to make it behind me here. But why don't we just get going? Lavender is such a good class topic because it is so versatile. You can use it for a lot of different things in your life. And so fun facts about lavender. Let's start off with the fun facts. So doTERRA's lavender is grown in France and Bulgaria. And doTERRA really sources their essential oils in from the parts of the world where there's the optimal growing conditions for that particular plant. Better the growing conditions for the plant, the healthier it is, and the more therapeutic the levels of essential oils. So that's why doTERRA gets their essential oils from all over the world. So Canada, for instance, we provide the black spruce and arbor vitae, or red cedarwood essential oils from northern Quebec and British Columbia, because this is the best place to get those 2 things. So to create one 15 milliliter bottle of lavender essential oil, you need to harvest and distill 3 pounds of lavender plant matter. And then it's all distilled down, all the chemical constituents in the plant, it's all distilled down into this. So speaking of chemical constituents, the main chemical constituents of lavender are, I'm going to test my pronunciation here. The highest percentage you want to see is a chemical called linolyl acetate, and you want a little bit less of linalool, and also there is another essential oil. It's just a little bit, and it's hard to read, so let me, ocimene. So linalool and linolyl acetate are in the chemical compound group called esters, and esters are really known for their calming properties. So this can be calming to help you sleep, calming on the emotions, and feeling less stressful, or also calming to tissues as well. So what's pretty fun to do is actually to check out what is in your particular bottle of lavender. So I have my computer fired up behind me. The website you want to go to for doTERRA is called source2u.com. The link is actually right here, so you can read it out. And when you go to Source2u, right here where a search bar would be, it actually says enter your quality ID, and so that's the batch number for that batch of essential oil. So it's always found right on the bottom of the bottle next to the expiry date, and so when you enter that in, you can actually look at a PDF of GCMS testing, which tests for what chemical constituents are found in it. So you can see the top chemical constituents, and you can also see there's like a little sentence or 2 at the bottom of that test that if doTERRA is selling it, actually states that there's no adulteration or contamination detected in this batch. So doTERRA has incredibly high testing standards for the essential oil industry. So if you don't have a bottle of lavender yourself and you want to try this out, I'm going to give you my batch number. So you can go to source2you.com and the batch number from my bottle is 1904610K. So I'm going to enter that in. And I did try it earlier, so hopefully, yeah, I can just copy and paste. It'll come up. Oh, let's try that again. Okay. There we go. So then you end up at this page. If you just scroll down to the bottom, it'll say download test results PDF. So I'm going to click on that. And then this is the report churned out by the third-party testing agency that tests on top of doTERRA, testing their own essential oils. So then down here you actually end up with a list of the top chemical constituents that are found in this batch. So if we look for the top two, linalool and what is it? Oh, linolyl acetate. Let's look for those, and there's a lot. It's quite an extensive list because essential oils are quite complex in their chemistry. So linalool in this batch is 31.89% of this batch of essential oil. And linolyl acetate is actually 27.66%. And then way down at the bottom of the PDF, in the comments section, it actually states the analysis of this lavender lot revealed no contamination or adulteration, and the sample meets the expected chemical profile for authentic essential oil of Lavandula angustifolia. So that's a fun thing to do, to check it out. So let's get to what you can use lavender for. So lavender essential oil, sometimes called the Swiss Army knife of essential oils. Because it can do so many different things, I can think of 3 applications for lavender that are quite fitting for the social distancing time that we're all currently in. First of all, it is quite calming. So if you're feeling stressed out about any sort of situation, lavender can help you to calm down. And of course, feeling less stressed is going to help your immune system be healthier. Same for getting better sleep. So if you're getting a good night's sleep at night, you are going to be in better health, and as a result of that, your immune system is going to be able to be more active and efficient. As well, lavender essential oil is quite supportive for a healthy respiratory system. So, great to diffuse with other, respiratory or immune system supporting essential oils, and it will help your immune system to stay the healthiest it can. Other uses for lavender: headaches, muscle tension, menstrual cramping, teething pain, better digestion. So you could smell it if you're feeling nauseous or experiencing motion sickness in a car, or you can apply it on your abdomen if you're experiencing some digestive discomfort as well. And lavender is also excellent for healing skin. So burns, cuts, even just general taking care of your skin, everyday sort of uses, lavender is very, very supportive and nurturing for your skin. Lavender is also quite gentle, and it is one of the safest essential oils that you can use for all populations. So that can be the elderly, people who are not in the best health currently, pregnant women, babies, young children, school-age kids, general adults, and also your pets. So you just have to be careful with lavender that you're not using it too strong, so you're going to be diluting it more for your pets and your little ones, your kids, your babies in your life. But it's quite safe to use, and you can use it for a lot of different things as well. Lavender is also in doTERRA in Canada. It's classified as a natural health product. So that means that there's been adequate scientific studies and enough evidence has gathered so that Health Canada is approving doTERRA's lavender essential oil as being used in certain cases. So if you have a really good comprehensive health care plan also that covers natural health products, any of doTERRA's essential oils and products that have this natural health product or NHP designation, you might be covered for it or partial, depending on what your plan is. So in Canada, lavender is approved to be used in aromatherapy to help relieve headaches, to be used in aromatherapy as a nervine and calmative. So this is for the emotionally calming benefits of lavender. Used in aromatherapy to help relieve colds and coughs. Used in aromatherapy as a calmative and antispasmodic for symptomatic relief of digestive discomfort. That is a tongue twister. So just better digestion is a good way to put it. And it's also used in aromatherapy to help relieve joint and muscle pain associated with sprain, strain, and rheumatoid arthritis as well. So I have, for the rest of the time, I have here just a whole bunch of recipes. So I'll just kind of skim over what's in here so you'll know what to expect. I'm probably not going to read out all the ingredients for every single recipe because you can just download this from my Google Drive and you can see it yourself. So I started out with a gathering of skin and hair recipe. So I'm going to make, the two things I'm going to make are actually from this category. So the first one I'm going to be making is the Nourishing Face Oil. So this is a DIY facial serum. So I'll talk about that a little bit later on. I also have a beauty blend oil, which is a little bit more moisturizing and intense for mature skin. Whipped body butter. And so this is the other one I'm actually going to make today. I have a bentonite clay facial mask using frankincense, lavender, tea tree, and also apple cider vinegar. Something I've used when I had short hair that I actually really liked, when I had my pixie cut, I really liked the DIY sea salt lavender texturizing spray. So it's just sea salt or Himalayan rock salt, whatever unrefined salt you have, distilled water, a little bit of a oil to kind of nurture your skin so it's not too drying, like argan oil is good, and lavender essential oil. And when I had short hair, anyway, I really liked it because it gave my hair a little bit more body, and it helped with the short hair bedhead that you get when you wake up and your hair is going Next, after the skin and hair section, you will find in here a short list of some of my favorite lavender diffuser blends. You probably won't be able to see, but right next to my computer, I actually have my little Brevy diffuser going, and I'm diffusing something that's actually not in the diffuser blend list, and that is 3 drops lavender, 2 drops green mandarin. So lavender and citrus, lavender and peppermint, lavender and woodsy essential oil. You could basically pair lavender probably with pretty much anything. If you want sort of a calming vibe, you can kind of, you know, chill down the vibe from there by adding really relaxing, sleepy essential oils. Or you could start with lavender and put really peppy essential oils like citrus or peppermint in there. And lavender is a really good mid-note for your diffuser blends, and it's really versatile. You can use it like a lot. If you're just looking for a nice little middle floral note, lavender is a good one to grab. Next I have, after my diffuser blends, lavender for tension. So I've got a headache roller bottle in here. So you're using peppermint, lavender, and frankincense all together. And to use your roller bottle, you're actually going to roll it on, like if you're having a tense forehead, roll it on your forehead. It's in the back of your neck, roll it there. Rub it in your hand. Breathe it in as well. I should mention that lavender actually comes in a roller bottle, so you can get it already diluted with the carrier oil. It's good for the whole family, except for maybe toddlers and babies. You probably want to dilute it even more and have a little bit more of that control. I quite often just use lavender straight from the roller bottle for headaches as well, and I'll just roll her on, and then it smells really good. If you don't have this roller bottle though, you can just use an empty essential oil roller bottle. And they're good. You can throw them across the room too. They're perfectly fine. You can create your own just by adding a carrier oil like fractionated coconut oil or whatever vegetable oil you have on hand. I've got a recipe as well for the lavender linen spray. So this is a good way to make your bed really relaxing. Put it in a spray bottle, spritz down your bedding right before you crawl into your bed. Everything's gonna smell like lavender, and it's gonna be really, really relaxing. It'll help you to fall asleep. I have an Epsom salt bath recipe with lavender, so this would be great if you're having those headaches or cramps or any sort of muscle soreness, or maybe you just want to relax a little bit before bed or calm down. This is a great one to try. I grabbed actually a couple of doTERRA supplements because they do actually contain lavender. So the adaptive calming blend capsules have a whole bunch of plant extracts. They have lavender essential oil and a few other essential oils in a blend, which is really small writing. So you've got lavender, coriander, wild orange, and fennel seed. It's quite calming. The other supplement that doTERRA has that is quite calming is the Serenity Restful Complex soft gels. So these soft gels actually contain lavender essential oil and some plant extracts. So they have lemon balm, passion flower, and German chamomile plant extracts. They're both very relaxing. I tend to use Serenity more in the evening before I go to bed, and I'll use the adaptive sometimes during the day if I'm feeling a little bit stressed, and I'll also use it at night to help me. I find it's really good to stop racing thoughts if I'm having trouble settling down at night. Lavender is also really good if you've got seasonal allergies. It goes part and parcel with supporting the respiratory system. So the classic trio for seasonal allergies to support yourself through this is lavender, peppermint, and lemon. So there are soft gels that are already made up. And it just has, you see them? Lavender, peppermint, and lemon right in there. So if I'm experiencing seasonal allergies, I'm pretty used to it. I just kind of put up with it most of the time. But if it's worse than usual, I will actually put, I'll take one of these. I might take it a second time throughout the day, and it really just takes the edge off of it so that things are a little bit more easy to deal with. You can also make your own Tryi soft gel capsules just with an empty veggie cap. So you can order these from doTERRA. I think they're about $5 or $6. And it's an empty capsule, which you can actually open up, and you could put 1 or 2 drops each of lavender, peppermint, and lemon in there, and then adults can take it that way. So if you don't have the pre-made Tryi soft gels for seasonal allergies, give this a try. If it's your first time doing it, do 1 drop of each and then see how you feel. And then if you think you can hack it or you need it, then you can put 2 in next time. I also have, in the section for seasonal allergies, I have diffuser blends, a couple of capsule recipes besides the peppermint, lavender, and lemon. Also got a couple of roller bottle recipes in there too for applying topically as well. Then we have lavender for little ones. So I have a diaper rash cream with bentonite clay, coconut oil, shea butter, and lavender, really quite diluted down, but really, really soothing for any irritated bottoms. I have an aloe vera gel for cuts and scrapes using tea tree, lavender, and frankincense, just in some aloe vera, and then you can apply that topically if there's been any boo-boos. I've got a couple of roller bottles as well. I have a Liquid Sleep Baby roller bottle, which is just a drop of cedarwood, a drop of Serenity Restful Blend, and a drop of vetiver in that 10 milliliter roller bottle, which is the size of the roller bottle I threw across the room. And so you just top that up with your carrier oil of choice. Then maybe roll on the bottoms of the feet under socks or pajama feet, or also on the belly too would be quite calming, especially if there's a chance that baby's having some issues with digestion and that's why they can't go to sleep. Roll it on their belly, under their onesie or their sleeper, and that should help as well. Anywhere where they can't. If you put it on their hands or somewhere they can get in their mouth is not a good idea. I also have a teething roller bottle recipe with lavender, copaiba, and Roman chamomile. So for this roller bottle, what you want to do is, let's say the tooth is coming in here, you're going to roll it over this section of the face. It's down here, you're going to do more down here. And it will take the edge off of the pain for your kid who's getting those teeth in. And to end up, I have a few recipes for lavender for pets. I have a calming spray for cats, which would also work probably for small dogs. I've got a soothing dog shampoo, and also a litter box powder. So you mix essential oils in with baking soda and you can sprinkle it in their litter box. And there's different mixes here of essential oils that you can add to the baking soda. So you could use that for emotionally calming purposes, digestion, pain, and other like kidney and bladder issues also. And then when they're scratching about, it will kind of absorb in through the pads of their feet. All right, so let's get to actually making the recipes. So the first one that I'm going to make is the Nourishing Face Oil. This is a recipe I've just come up with, and the recipe in here is actually for 30 milliliter jar, but what I'm going to use is a 15 milliliter jar. So this is just an old doTERRA lavender essential oil bottle that is now empty, and you can get these spray tops that actually go on top of essential oil bottles. So this is a great way to reuse your essential oil bottles. And so what it is, the recipe is half jojoba oil, half doTERRA's yarrow palm serum, and cypress, lavender, blue tansy, peppermint, and geranium. I have a hunch actually that this will take us a while for me to pump this into here. Yeah, this is going to be really boring. So what I'm going to do instead of doing this for a few minutes is I'm going to fill it halfway with the jojoba, put my essential oils in, and then you'll just have to trust that I will be sitting here for a few minutes after pumping out the face serum. So this is actually, the yarrow palm serum is actually meant for the body. I really like it for my face, but it is a little bit on the thicker side, so I think cutting it in half with jojoba oil is probably a good idea. It'll just, also, this is not inexpensive, so it will make this last longer as well. So I'll put the essential oils in. So the recipe is 4 drops cypress, 4 drops lavender, 4 drops blue tansy, 2 drops peppermint, and 2 drops geranium. So since this is half the size as the recipe, I'm going to half everything. So 1 drop peppermint, 1 drop geranium, geranium is amazing for your skin, but the smell is crazy intense. So adding it to your serums with a whole bunch of other essential oils is a good way to kind of cut the smell but still get the benefits of geranium. So that is 2 drops of cypress, 2 drops of lavender, and the last essential oil is blue tansy, which I actually do not have. So I'm going to substitute yarrow palm essential oil. Also, well, it's very good for your skin. That's why they came up with the yarrow serum product. I find that yarrow takes a long time to come out, so I like to hold it in a fist. Kind of warms it up and it's more likely to come out. Wow, this is taking a long time. There we go, 1 drop. 2 drops. So yeah, if you have a recipe for something and that has an essential oil or 2 that you don't actually have, you know, you can just do your research. Why is this included? And then figure out an essential oil that you actually do have, which is good for the same purpose, and just substitute it in. So both blue tansy and yarrow essential oil are really good for their skin. So then I'm just going to fill up with jojoba, roughly about halfway. you're just joining me, I'm making a facial serum. And then I'm going to be topping up with the Yarrow Palm serum, but it's going to take forever. So that's going to happen behind the scenes after I'm done here. And I'll try it out for a little bit, this facial serum, and I'll let you know if I like it or not. So the other recipe that I'm going to make besides my Nourishing Facial Oil is the whipped body butter. So the reason why I'm making body butter is I buy doTERRA's body butter pretty much every month. And the last time I looked in on my saved shopping cart that I have, of course I had body butter just waiting in there as something that I wanted to get in April. Last time I looked in, doTERRA's body butter is sold out temporarily. So I thought I would get a whipped body butter recipe, and then I can just make it here with you guys. So doing this in my office is not ideal. Steve is cooking dinner in our kitchen right now, so that's why I'm housed up in here. But I do have I've got my magic bullet, and yes, I'm in jogging pants. Who else is in jogging pants these days, all day, every day? I've got like fuzzy pajama pants. I'm rocking the comfy pants these days. Okay. So the recipe is 1/4 cup coconut oil, 3/4 of a cup shea butter, 10 drops green mandarin essential oil, and 8 drops lavender essential oil. Now, green mandarin is a citrus essential oil, and so typically with citrus essential oils, you want to be careful about putting it into your skin products, because it can, depending on your skin and the sun and what's going on, it can make you more liable to get a sunburn. And so if you're using, for instance, wild orange as a perfume, and you put it on straight right here, and then you go out in the sun for an hour and it's bright sun in the middle of July, you probably will end up, depending on what your skin is like, with a burn patch right where you apply the essential oil, or maybe even like a big blistery welt. So diluted, of course, the risk is less, and if you're less susceptible to sunburn in general, then you're less susceptible to photosensitivity with essential oils. But my point is, green mandarin is a citrus essential oil, but it is not photosensitive like all the others. I guess maybe it's because it's the mandarin plant before it actually becomes ripe. And so it's the green, unripe mandarin peels where the essential oil is, and so chemically something is just different between the ripened and the unripened citrus. So you can put green mandarin without worrying in your skincare products, actually. So I don't have very much shea butter, so I'll measure it out and kind of scale the recipe up or down from there. So the recipe calls for 3/4 of a cup. I might have about 1/2 cup. Let's see. Measure it out. I might not even have a whole 1/2 cup. I'm glad you're on, Hillary, by the way, because I had actually quite a bit of difficulty getting a Facebook Live to start up. So I was wondering if I actually wasn't on and I was just giving this class to my telephone, which was not recording. But no, it's good. You're here. You're commenting. I know everything's okay. So that's quite reassuring. Yeah, I'm going to say I have about half a cup in here. So I'm just going to dump this directly in. To my bullet. I do have a jar of avocado oil here as well. If I feel like it's too thick, I can add that. Oh yeah, you're probably right. Everyone's on Facebook Live, so they're having technical difficulties. That makes perfect sense. Okay, well, I'm just going to go ahead and add 1/4 cup of the coconut oil. You could do this with a hand mixer. You don't have to use a blender or a bullet. So it's a little bit less than 1/4 cup. Okay, then I'm going to zhuzh it up and we'll have a look at the texture. It is not zhuzhing at all. So I'm going to add some avocado oil in there just to get it going. I suspected I might need some liquid oil. Okay. Let's see if that's any better. Mix it up a little bit. It's working a little bit. So hopefully I'm not adding too much liquid. We will see. Time will tell. Ah, there we go. It is happening. There's still a big chunk of shea butter in there, so let me see. No, this is pretty good consistency. I don't really want to add more oil, I don't think. Such amusing entertainment. Okay, let's see how we're doing. Nice. Okay. So now we have our body butter. And so I'm going to add my green mandarin and my lavender, which, by the way, are both edible essential oils. So the recipe says 10 drops green mandarin, 8 drops lavender. I'm going to switch it. I feel like I want more lavender than mandarin. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then my lavender. It's gonna be good. Oh, I got some on my upper lip. mix it up. I feel like maybe I want to add like I want to add a woodsy essential oil. So like maybe Siberian fir. I think that would go really good with the smell that we have going on. So what I'm going to do after the class though, I'm just going to zhuzh it a little bit more. I might add a little bit more of that solid coconut oil. It is a little bit on the liquid side. And mix that all up. And then where I'm going to put it is just a doTERRA body butter container. Yeah, cedarwood, I'm thinking, right? It's really good for your skin. It's also like really, really relaxing. So I think I'm going to add, try maybe like 5 drops of cedarwood. It's a little bit more intense smell. What does the green mandarin smell like? It's a little bit more lemony than orangey. It's more subtle than a wild orange, actually. It smells really good. It does smell like an unripe orange, so it's quite apt, the aroma. It smells good. It's very zippy and citrusy though. So yeah, I'm gonna mix that up again, and I just save my body butter containers. They're essential oil safe because they're made by doTERRA. They're really good quality, and I use them just in different DIYs. Throw them in the dishwasher, peel off the label, comes right off, and then I can use it for things like my body butter. That's the end of the class. Now don't forget, up in the description I have a PDF to all the recipes that I went over, and some lavender fun facts and different uses for lavenders, and recipes for your skin, for kids and babies, for soothing tension and relaxation, and for your pets also, and seasonal allergies. It's all in here, so you can just download that from the from my Google Drive in the cloud. Aw, I hope you're doing good, Hillary. I miss you too. Yeah, so you can just go and download that. You got all the recipes there. Maybe if you try the facial serum recipe that I just made, or give the body butter recipe a try, let me know if you like it, or any of them. Yeah, lavender and cedarwood are yeah, they go so well together, the two of them. I really like those two paired together. So yeah, I think more cedarwood in there, it's gonna smell amazing. So for next month's online class, I have 2 ideas. If you have another idea, let me know. But I was thinking either doing household cleaning, like DIY cleansers again, because I'm always coming across new recipes that I really love. Or we might do like an insect class. So bug off, so mosquitoes, lice, and other little pests, and how you can use essential oils to just, you know, keep them away if you don't want them close. So those are my 2 topics I'm thinking about for April. If you like one of them, let me know. And if you have another suggestion, let me know too, and we'll probably do a poll and pick which one I do for April. So yeah, thanks for hopping on, Hillary, and I hope everyone's keeping well. And yeah, have a good night, everyone. Bye.